The next question, the member for Don Valley North.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Solicitor General. Speaker, with more than a 100% increase in occurrences this year compared to the same period in 2023, I need to talk about the carjackings again. Speaker, this is clearly not the first time that you have heard me speak on this issue. But when my constituents tell me that they feel unsafe in their cars, on the streets, and even in their own homes, I must speak up for them. Speaker, my question is, can the Solicitor General please tell this House about the progress that the Provincial Carjacking Joint Task Force has been making? Thank you.
The Solicitor General.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank my colleague opposite. It's undeniable that the crisis that we have in auto theft is completely unacceptable. People's doors are being knocked in at 5 in the morning, and people are being demanded to hand over the keys. And that's why we've never had a government. We've never had a stronger government, our government led by Premier Ford, that takes us so seriously. And Mr. Speaker, I have to say that the OPP and Toronto Police have teamed up to lead a province-wide task force to fight auto theft. And in January this past year, the proof is in the pudding because of what they have accomplished. 89 people arrested, 554 charges laid, and hundreds of vehicles returned. Our investment of over $100 million is working. Supporting over 21 police services with auto theft grants is working. We're treating this with high priority.
Supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the Solicitor General for his response. Speaker, more than 12,000 vehicles were stolen in Toronto last year, with a combined value of $790 million. Speaker, the impact of car theft extends to all Ontarians due to increasing insurance premiums. With the rise in inflation and the cost of living, the last thing that we need now is another added expense. Speaker, my follow-up question to the Solicitor General is, how are stolen vehicles being shipped overseas? And can he explain how this government is putting pressure on the federal government to take this issue seriously and to act immediately? Thank you.
Once again, the Solicitor General.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the member is right. Our cars are going overseas. And that's why, when I attended the Auto Theft Summit in Ottawa, I had 2 requests for the federal government. Change the protocols at the Port of Montreal so that containers are being inspected the same on outbound cargo as they are on inbound cargo. And the second thing that Premier Ford has said loudly, there must be consequences for people stealing our cars. There must be minimum sentencing. Mr. Speaker, we know on this side where we sit. But the opposition does not stand for public safety. And you know why we know it? Because when police board budgets went before their councils for approval, the proxies for the Liberals and the NDP voted no. In Ottawa, in London, in Hamilton, and in other cities, it's completely unacceptable. Hear, hear.